Welcome to Riverside TV, sponsored by Riverside Collectibles. I'm your host, Doug Wrench, and today we're going to be looking at a new release from a company in Australia named Carlectibles. Now, their first model release here in the U.S. is of the Lola T332 Chevrolet. It's a 1976 Formula 5000 car driven by Vern Chupin to first place in Oran Park. Again, it's 1/18 scale. Details very, very good on it as we kind of take a look closer. The graphics are very well executed. The quality of the paint is very, very good. Even the classic Lola on the real car, that would have been a porcelain enameled logo. And you can see it's very well replicated as we move around and look at the suspension. Typical Lola construction. You can see right away the sway bars, the tires are nicely scaled, the brake scoops. As we move up, again, the classic Lola kind of bubble windscreen that most of their cars had in that era. The also unique side-mounted radiators, which were up along the sides of the drivers. I can't think of another Formula car that had this particular feature, but it gave the Lola a very distinctive look. And we'll look inside the cockpit. See the steering wheel and the gauges. The molded seat and the Williams seat belts done very, very well. Another detail unique to the Lola was the Sebring Mach 2 mirrors in chrome, which I never saw those mirrors on anything else. You see the Sebring Mark 1s a lot, but I never saw the Mark 2s on anything but the Formula 5000 cars. Move back and look at the engine detail. We can take the airbox off. Classic 302 Chevy V8 with fuel injection. You'll see the dry sump tank, the suspension, the headers. Moving around towards the back. Again, everything very nicely replicated. The Ulan gearbox with the inboard mounted disc brakes. Great big Goodyear slicks on the classic Melmags, I guess those were, the company that made those wheels. On the back, I mean, the only thing I can see here that's a little not period was they've got mufflers on it. So obviously, when they replicated this car, they must have been looking at a restored car that was required to run mufflers in vintage racing, but they wouldn't have had those before. I don't know if those are easy to take off or not, but that's pretty nitpicky. The rest of it looks very, very good. Nice thing about the model is nothing seems out of scale or clunky. The suspension arms, the mounts for the wings and so forth look like they're the proper size components. You know, detail, that's the one thing you look for in detail, is if things look a little out of scale. This does not. This looks very good. And move down the other side of the car. Well, let's flip it on its side and take a look underneath. Let's see the detail underneath the car. Bottom of the dry sump pan on the Chevy. We'll flip it back over. So the Lola, it is currently available. We have them in stock at riverside-collectibles.com. But again, very limited number in the United States. Only 175 coming in. We got a very small quantity of them. So if you have any interest in it at all, I really encourage you to get one right away, so you're not disappointed. They are talking about making other cars, but again, a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. I mean, we're not sure about when those will come out or if we'll ever see any other ones. So if you like the Lola T332, which is the classic Formula 5000 car, most tracks setting faster lap times than Formula 1 cars of the period. Really a great car, and there hasn't been a model made of it yet in 1/18 scale. So really nice to see this come out. Very, very good build quality. Something we're very proud to handle here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Riverside TV.